Yeah. Of course, I start the stream and now I get the hiccups. Yeah. Well, I see you're on a different account today. I start the stream and I get the hiccups, which is just brilliant, but... Hello. No, it's just your other account that the alerts are broken on. You couldn't figure that out. Yeah. You couldn't figure that out, huh? Where did it go? It moved. It's over here now. Yeah. It is free publicity in a way, I suppose. I can't do the rating range. That's so annoying. They actually made SBCs better to do on Companion now. What's not to like? That's fair. Only upsides, really. Not on the docket for us for the next couple days. We're looking at... We're looking at Barilla, we're looking at Joao Felix, we're looking at Lautaro Martinez. Dang hiccups, man. Wow. Well, that's fun. Not here, the other menu. What am I doing? What do you think Freiburg? Yeah, what do you think Freiburg is at now? Freigang, excuse me. Yeah, she dropped. That's fair. Other people thought that this would be the time to sell. I mean, I say she dropped. She dropped like 250 coins, so. I suppose I should just go. You do like a lower rated one of Barella. Clear out some of these 84s here. Yeah. It's an inform? Nope. I want to keep at least one of those. So what you making? This is Barella. From our SBCs and she'll hit 20k. That would be lovely. Easiest coins ever. Just need any random 84 here. There goes that. Yeah, I literally didn't have the hiccups until the stream started. Absolutely wild. I'm trying to hold them in, but no luck. Yeah. It's an inform, I think. Man. It's 88 rated. Which country? I'm American. I'm from the States, for better or for worse. Probably for worse. Let's be honest. Oh, that rating's not even high enough. No, I thought it would be. Hello, welcome on in. Welcome to me having the hiccups. Yeah. This will be fun. That works. 85. Alright. How we doing? I'm doing alright. I'm cold again. I might have to go grab a sweatshirt. Today's gonna have a little bit of a different focus. We're gonna be looking at False 9 up top. Just see if I can get some more passing or some more dribbling plays. We've got Barella to try out. We've got Joao Felix to try out. I'm gonna try out Lautaro Martinez. We'll still be debating between I don't remember this guy. Still be debating between 4-4-1-1 and 4-2-3-1. No, walk out. Yeah. Make America Great Britain. See, I don't think you're doing much better than we are, though. That's gonna be too low, but I have to check one more. Okay. That's hurtful. True. Like, neither of us are doing well right now. The economy is just kind of going this way. So you guys live pretty comfortably here. We make 80 a month. In the UK, 80 a month. I mean, quote unquote, living comfortably until you need healthcare, right? Hiccups, man. Come on. Yeah. You're from Algeria. Never mind. Everything's free. I mean, France messed you up. Everything should be free. They should just pay for it. France messed everything up there, if we're honest. France still is. That's so awful. That's so awful. Not surprised, but it's awful. Surprised that hits the rating. Surprised that hits the rating. Transmits everything up, taking gas and pet. Yeah, that's fair. Don't we love imperialism? Let's go on thoughts on Raul SB. Thoughts on Raul SBC. Raul looks surprisingly really, really good. Not very value for money, but a very high quality card. Keep in mind he can get some upgrades. There's the rating finally. I was gonna say. I will not do him. Although, like, I wouldn't be mad if I did. Here's the thing, right? I would put a finisher on him, which would give him near perfect shooting stats. Keep in mind these will be +1, so you're looking 93, 88. Here +1, so 97, 95, 93, 93, 99, 93. That's all really high. With a really good body type, average and lean. Advanced forward ++, which I haven't used this year, but it's probably really good. Passing's at honestly surprisingly high. Like, probably worth testing if he's got the what is it? If he's got a loan card, it's probably worth testing. Can't complain about Finesse Plus, and then Travella. Quickstep okay, Tech okay, First Touch okay. The rest you don't care about, but like guaranteed icon cam with a Roll Plus Plus that everybody likes. See, I'm trying out False 9 today. So like I'm not that ready to commit to like all that money into an advanced forward or something right now, but like, is he worth the money? No. If you need icon cam and you want like somebody to last for a while and you got fodder, I mean he'll do well. People explain expensive, but like everybody's got fodder right now. Well, unless you did he's expensive if you already did Vinny or Core for someone. Is Elise good? I've never used Elise in any FIFA. I think he's heavier because he's taller, so he's not somebody I would have much fun doing, but expensive but not overpriced, yeah. I'd probably say around there too. Every icon SBC's been bad. We're missing Blanc or someone, I think. I don't know, Joshua. Because the one year we had Blanc that everybody did. He's averaging lean, that's good, yeah. That's good. What? I'm doing the 83. That's A team of the week. Test his loan card? I've got other things to test today. I might plan on that in the future, but I've got I'm trying out Felix today. I'm trying out Barella. I might be trying out Lautaro Martinez. I want these hiccups, man. I want to give False 9 a go today instead of Advance Forward. See if I can get somebody more fun up front. Schuler is phenomenal. She's a go-getter. She'll get you really good results. She'll score a bunch, but I just want to work on my build-up play a little bit. Carvajal. How long is that SBC out for? He's out until January 3rd. So if you wanted, you could wait a little while until he does get those additional playstyles. Because yeah, if you got a press proven, then phenomenal card. I doubt they would give him press proven. But like, if they give him you use hiccups, dude. If they give him a passing play style, then that alone would be a big boost. But knowing EA, they're gonna give him like power header and flare or something. I don't know. He already has flare. I'll give him acrobat. That'll be one of them. Also waiting to see if Barella gets Steep Lying Playmaker. See, I just need to test his body type because it'll tell me a little bit about cards I can use for the year and things like that, as well as how important the role pluses are. Because if he's good enough to get away without the positioning buff, then but we shall just find out. Did you see the next update title leak? I did. I did not know it was a leak. I thought they just released it. Any plans with Hiera? I think I have to keep him for now for chemistry. So we're planning on keeping. These hiccups, dude. Alright, Nicolo. Nope. Him. Stanway's the one missing. Everyone else is fine. Folly loses us 3. That's the same. That's the same. And I still need an Italian manager, huh? than buff Prem. How do I not have a Portuguese manager yet? Bastoni could make my life easier for Chem. I've got Bongiorno. Yeah, not the same club. So Bastoni and Barilla would have a great link, but I mean, I can afford him, but like this card looks nearly as good for 18,000. Deep lying playmakers are going to have attacking focus. Really? Why? Hey, Vest. Drop Malow's Chem, but no Hamshik. Yeah, but he can't play CDM. I want to test Barella as deep lying playmaker first and see what I notice from him. As deep lying playmaker CDM first. That's her name. Bongiorno. LD, we will try out 4-1-4-1 again just to see if Barella's role plus at center mid is worth the formation. Or false 9 will fix any of it, or just anything. We're testing out a lot of stuff here. Which Evo did I use on Malo? Malo a month ago now was Trailblazers Evo. So it depends if you did that first one, because that would have been 86 instead of his base 85. And that was just flat plus ones across the board. The other one was the shooting one from 2 days ago or whatever. And they left. Let me get a sweatshirt because I'm freezing here. Chat, how do you... My settings... I should have checked my settings, I suppose. Chat, how do we feel about the circle camera in the bottom corner of the screen instead of the square I used to have? How does Guerrero compare to Theo? I mean, Theo's more meta. Theo fits my playstyle of like building up slower, but Theo's more meta. Depends on how you play. It's a little bit too hard to answer beyond that, but you need your pace, you need your power, you need your Travellas, then like all the pros use Teo, and there's a reason he's so expensive, but for how I play, I'd rather just have the control. That's unlucky. That works. Good, Barella. Oh, wow, okay. Take that though, too. Yeah, why is Carvalho so bad for me? Yeah, okay. Yeah, Felix is a little heavy there. And my center back's just running away. Good. So he didn't register that as a threat because the opponent wasn't controlling him. I can't believe I don't get by there. Nah, not quite. Okay. Interesting. Wrong player game. Let me switch player game. Come on now. That's wild. Good from Nicolo. Alright. Where does Felix go? Damn. Okay. Oh, okay. Camera needs to be aimed a little to the left. I think I need to sit more in that direction. I can also just drag it over. I prefer it where it was, but I can't get where it was to work for you all as well, just on my end. He was supposed to do that first time. Of course he's offside, because he waited 3 extra touches. Bro, I'm literally standing right in front of you. That's wild. Come on. Not smart from me. Okay. Good, El Shah. Alright. Bro. Come on. That falls back to you. Good. Okay. Can't believe that. Good. Okay. Damn. Oh, okay. Dude. That's not what I'm wanting. Why is that his first touch game? Why is that his first touch? Oh my word. Okay. Well, this one's about as much of a failure as the others have been. Which is a shame. Oops. And then he just takes a random heavy touch. I don't know what you want me to do, game. Come on. Same problem, he's way offside, but... He's played that pass before, so that's wild if you ask me. Good off the ball there, though. Interesting. Good, Barella. Damn. Better than that on that turnaround shot. Come on. Well, this is very disappointing. I have literally zero ability to get the ball down the field. Opponent's line is just too high and I can't do anything. So that happens. Alright, there's no Leo Shule there, I'll tell you that much. Almost, but... Oh. Thank you. Good, Barella. Does seem really defensively solid. He's definitely missing just that something on his dribbling. Wow, what an interception, Varane. Alright. Wild, man. Absolutely wild. Okay. So 4-1-2 and too narrow, too. I can't believe how idealist we are. Oh. That's lucky. Yeah, it's blocked. That's not even remotely where I'm trying to go. Alright. Look at this nonsense. Good, Barella. He gets that held up there? No way, man. This doesn't make any sense. Does not make any sense. You almost get a chance there, and yet, whatever, dude. You see the difference, though? You see how he's able to get a shot off, and then at the other end, like, Felix had a very similar situation. It doesn't work out for me. Who's stronger, Bucha, Guenyo, or Felix, man? Come on. Well, that didn't seem like the answer. Alright, what's next? Well, I'm just trying to counter. And the next match will be back to the 4-4-1-1 just for testing Barella. And then after that, I think it's Lautaro to test. I really thought the False Nine and the Shadow Striker would do more together. I really thought. It's like the False Nine trips up the Shadow Striker more than anything. How is it? It's a bit of a struggle. I want to change out how. Yeah, I want to change up how I play, and a little bit of the players I'm able to get on the field, but I really think I just kind of already had the best setup, so there's nothing really to change to. Good, Felix. He took 7 years to shoot it, but red time goes in, so whatever. Good. Oh. Good, Barella. That's wild from... what's his name? From VVD. Ah. It's like you never have anyone to save the ball in the box. I'm not even that concerned about that. For me, it's all about here. Like, I've got no one to get the ball to here now. And I'm okay if there's some difficulties, if it means I have any advantage up the field, but, like, what am I supposed to do now? Like, this only works because he's being aggressive. I think this guy just wants to leave. This guy just wants to leave. Excuse my voice today. I started the stream and I got hiccups immediately. Nice. That's not what I did, but alright. Hiccup. Thank you. I mean, Barella, it's solid. From behind, too? No, game, how? Felix is right there, dude. Good, Barella. Oh, yeah, fair though. Thank you, Rafa. Alright. But yeah, only because of the opponent's aggression, and then... Oh. Yeah. Interesting, Barella. It's the first time you've really been a letdown there. Alright. Good. Hiccup. Why did... Dude, Fabio Carvalho's gotta go. Oh! Ah, the hiccup. Nope. I don't think Felix has what it takes either. This Carvalho card, just massive letdown for what his stats are and body type and all that. Such a shame. I don't care about scoring right now. I care about build-up. Do not give one single thought towards my in-the-box ability. It's just, when I'm in my own half, I'm struggling so much. Who's off? Tonali. Let's see how those two do. Let's sell that far off to the side. Fine, we'll move that over. That's too far over. There, that should do it. Maybe. We'll see. Without there are two. Trying to follow the video, but your players don't move. So what kinds of players are you using it with? That's always the first question. Do you have players like my... like Barella, Guerrero here, Stanway, Milo? Or are the players you're using just heavier by default? Because sometimes they won't be able to move just because of wrong body type or whatever. Lautaro already looking to move much wider. Yeah, it's fine now. Ribery and Zola. So Zola, I don't remember the body type on. Ribery, I've never liked as a dribbler. As much as that sucks, and you'll go, wait, but come on, he's supposed to be good. His body type. Well, I guess he was just added last year, but I didn't find his body type to work very well. Yeah, Martinez isn't there. You need him. Like, the idea of false nine should be late runs, not like refusing to do runs. How did that ball work? The other question is then, like, how quickly are you performing? Because I moved to press L2, L2R2 really quickly and then let go really quickly. Oh, that's annoying. And it went to the wrong guy. No game. Come on. Come on. There we go. Barella is really decent there. Like, it might just be how quick you're actually flicking L2R2 to be on, or how quick you're moving the left stick. Good. Good. does it even manage that? See, that's good from Lautaro. Alright. Aside from Neymar, who do you think I should get for that kind of dribbling? El Shaarawy is phenomenal for me. Milo is also really, really good. Though I don't know if you have the Evo for him. Vinny is really expensive, but he will be good, of course. Lautaro is not bad. I forget if I put the chem style I wanted on him or not. That was the wrong skill move. Barella's really good for it in the midfield. You just gotta be aware that he doesn't have first touch. Nice ball. How on earth, game? That I don't understand. That neither. I should have that. Come on now. That's wild. Have to be gentle? No, it's not gentle. It's pretty rough. You're flicking it around pretty quickly between the different directions. Bro, come on. I'm not okay with that, yeah. Didn't expect it to switch there. Barella really solid again, though. That's the wrong skill move. Man. Awful. If that's the right skill move, I'm fine there. So annoying. Okay. So annoying. Thank you. Okay, game. I'm not okay. I'm not okay again. Because again, it's just disproportionate. Every game it's more in their favor. Man. Yes, co-op 20 height or CB beside here is fine. He's doing about as well as Todd did. He's not good by default, but he's good to, like, his defensive positioning for the AI might not be as good, but I'm really manual with the defenders I control. See the opponent's high line. Like, advance forward is the only thing you can do about this. If I'm playing on false 9, it's just GG's. Whoa. Good. surprised. Yeah, Lautaro gets so wide. Really hampers the attack. I was gonna say. Really hampers the ability of the attack here. My wingers aren't doing anything. No game. I'm just gonna spam that. Wrong skill move. Should be intercepting that. And he has no first touch. It's lucky. Nice Barella. Oh, come on, Melo. Good. Oh. That works. It's only because I manually told him to do the run, and then there's just no way through again. Please, man. I'm so upsetted. Is having a plus or plus plus must on the striker. Offers UCL doesn't have. I think it's pretty darn important. You know, I'll finish out the game with Lautaro on advanced with no plus. But I think it's like it's pretty significant. It's like a plus 30% boost to attacking positioning or something like, you know, like that's not how it works, but it'll feel something like that. See Barella though. Perfect interception. Doesn't do the skill move I wanted, and it's not a corner. I don't understand. Bro, just let me play a video game without making it this hard to do, like, the base fundamentals of said video game. It's the things I gotta do. Chat, what am I missing? What am I missing? Because there is nothing. Man, there is just nothing. I've never seen a game so dead, man. Div 1, I mean, I'm one game away from Elite Division, but I haven't managed to get it yet this week. Really does feel like False 9 is worse than False 9 Plus. They build up more, but they get way wider. I don't feel like that Latara was the answer. Yeah, normally Elite Division. Again, just can't manage it right now. Come on. Yeah. Oh, they all moved position. That's great. And they didn't activate. Come on. Okay. Well, I guess I'm glad that one game didn't queue. What's FIFA 23 like now in Division Rival? Nobody plays. I can't imagine you'd find a game, so... Am I gonna look at target forward wide? Maybe I'll try a game with it. Because nothing else is working. I just feel like it's the opposite of an instruction I should be putting on, but hey, if it fixes everything else. It's a purchased Yashina net. Brano Giddens and... No, just Giddens. Jamie Giddens and Malin. Very strange team. Okay. Really sets the tone for this match. Okay. Damn. Okay. Man. Man, come on. It's so different. Bro, it is so different. I do so much in build-up for literally no benefit. And you just get forward twice and score both. I mean, I like Lautaro on the ball a lot more than Schuler, but... Paulstein just still doesn't work. Good ball. Not gonna have any support though. Come on with that. Come on with that too. I'm literally shielding the ball game. That's not how that should work. Okay. Waited too long. Yeah, anti-cheat is causing CPU 100% usage. That's interesting. The anti-cheat that literally does literally nothing? Because again, wild. So will SBC worth it? He's phenomenal. He looks really good, but he won't be fun enough on the ball for me. He's got the right body type. Dribbling stats just a little too low. And I'm really trying to get like 5-star skill strikers here soon. Wild. Good Malo. That's lucky, and then he... There was no foul. I didn't press any button game. That's not okay. That's the difference. That right there is the difference. This game's not worth playing. This guy is one of the worst players I've played all year. But the team's too broken for anything to happen here. Well, SBC looks really good. Finesse Plus and Trivella you can't complain about. Right body type, passing actually really high. Dribbling you can get really high with a finisher, which is what I would put on him. Is he worth that money? Only if you want like icon links, I think. If you're looking at Raul, I would just do Vinny. I think he's going to be more fun. But like, if you're doing both of them, or if you really prefer like icon chemistry, and he's not a bad option by any means. I hate this. He's just gonna finesse. Wild. Okay. Oh my god, the difference, man. What am I supposed to do? Not sure who to complete between Cruyff and Raul. I like Cruyff because of Tiki Taka. So Raul doesn't expire until January. You have you have a full month to decide on him. So you don't have to make any choice on that now. Between the two is really, I think, just what position do you need more? Do you need a cam or you need a striker? If it's striker, it's Raul. If it's cam, it's Cruyff. You got Vinny, but jury's out until gameplay sorted. OP, the new roles, isn't it just 10? And I don't even understand what the other one was, half something. Offering your CDM is such a weird decision for them to make. That one doesn't make any sense to me. We already have we already have holding roaming, isn't it the same? Are you gonna do Vinny? I'm not thinking. Again, he's out for a while, but I'm not thinking so right now. He just looks too expensive for me to really justify. Yeah, if Raul gets press proven, then that card is incredibly worth doing. No questions asked. See, like, this is fun. But the attacking AI is great off kickoff. Will it be great the rest of the game? Ah, there's no way, game. What? Piss off, dude. Yeah, Lautaro just stays so wide and then just stands there, man. That can't be how programming is supposed to work. There's no way that's what they meant to include for that. No, game. I'm so bored of this. I'm so bored of this already. Alright. There's nowhere to get. Excuse me. There's nowhere to go again. Bro, you're supposed to take a touch before doing that? But alright. Elsha, why? I don't get it, man. Oh, it's so frustrating. No, that's Lautaro. Never mind. It's, yeah, false nine doesn't work. I really want it to work, but it just doesn't work. Wrong. How? Does it even... Bro. Nothing works for me. Nothing. None of it is in my favor. None of it wants to go to the right player. None of it wants to be a tackle that is actually possession-based. God, this is awful. Is there some kind of pass sensitivity thing that's just wrong or what? Because like all of these are correct. I had even less luck when it was on assist. Like I can put assisted pass back on, but that's not gonna fix it. Positional intelligence of newborn spaniels. I just want to stand under your feet and then trip you up all day. How's it going? It's going really bad. Which is such a shame. Because I want to be having fun. And I can't. And it's not my fault. It is my fault. It's my fault for testing things. Things that EA don't know how to code and are never going to do right. Why is Malin so far away, dude? You see how I'm attacking with 3 players? Because Lautaro's false 9. It actually does mean that some of my other players get to be on offense, but bro, how come you get so much space? I have to go in high depth. I have to use 95 if that's going to be the difference. God, it's just god awful, man, every time. You're gonna... Okay. Bro. The amount of tackles, man. The amount of tackles the opponent would have made on me during this move, and it just doesn't let me because it's me for whatever reason. You're going to power shot and score. I'm not happy. I'm not happy, man. I don't know what happened to my ability to play this game, but none of it is right now. I don't use precision. Precision pass is only... What is it? Is it R1 L2 passes? Or R1 L1? I forget. I didn't even realize it was on Shadow Striker. The whole point of this would be to test Playmaker with False 9. It's kind of one final test of it, and then probably just toss it back in the bin. We're doing this. Why do I even bother? Oh, he won't slow down. That doesn't make any sense. How many times this game? How many times? Because oh boy, this is an experience. Bro, it's wild. It's gotta be. He got me first game. It has to be foul. Of course. That can't be working like that, man. Okay. No first touch ability. Chat, how did we end up with a FIFA that can end in 1-0 games? Because this is wild. How do they manage to make a game like this with so many attacking options and whatever nonsense you want to be able to do, and then nobody can create a good enough opportunity? Altara's offside despite being on false 9++. Oh my god, man. All I can say is it seems like a playmaker cam fixes the false 9++ a little bit, but like it's not an actual fix. That doesn't make it better than advanced forward. Just okay. If I lose because it auto switches me despite me being on manual switching, oh boy, I'm gonna feel some things. That was supposed to be in the air game. Okay, Barella. Deep lying playmaker. Was deep lying playmaker attack? Was that for center mid or for CDM? What player in your teams would you recommend? I hate to say it, it's nobody right now. Even Ferrari, I'm not getting anything from, and he was the main exciting point. I've got nothing. Stanway, maybe, if you can link her. Only ones that work are the inside forward plus plus. You can see how they get into their lanes. It's both of them. Yeah, the inside forward plus plus left mid right mid is really big, but still not enough for me at the moment. The more I look at row, man, the more tempted I am. But I think getting him would have to depend on other playstyles added. I'm sorry, chat. That was still a hiccup. Excuse me. Put one to wing and the other inside forward. It stretches the team. Sign will work better with two striker. It would. It would, but I'm not playing two striker. I think that hurts build up too much. Good, Barella. Hate that, but alright. Hate that, but alright. Hate that, but alright. Come on, man. Why can't I move there? I feel like I did everything right. Okay. Oh, okay. Finally in behind, but not enough. Man. That is wild to me. Where's my team, dude? Crap, man. No. I'm there, though. That's wild. Yep. Good. Okay. That's wild. That's wild. That's wild, man. Sheesh. Let me switch though, game. No. No way. Pulling in the wings. No. I'll have less fun though. Don't care if I win more games. I have to attack down the middle or I don't have fun. I'm very specific like that. The wing is so mind-numbingly boring. I will lose it. I've never had to play FIFA like that. I will cry if I have to play this one like that. I will do what I can to force it to work. Though I've literally always played FIFA. It's just that this year they broke everything. Such a disappointment from EA. Wrong player. Musial on the wing and uses tech to manually attack the center. Musial is... I haven't noticed Tech Plus be that amazing. As opposed to just normal tech. I don't think that's going to fix things here. That's the wrong setting. Cut in with it and drive. Yeah, but you get up, like... So what you would do is... Like, you get wide up the field here. And then you do this. I know it works. I just hate it. I didn't have fun doing that. I know it would, like, quote-unquote fix my game in a way, but... It's not the fun of the game for me. But I know, like, normally both inside forwards don't move inside at once. Especially not, like, that early in build-up. I couldn't think of the right skill move. Good, Stanway. Yeah, man. Okay, but I don't have fun using tech either. You've got to understand, I'm so specific with this game that it has to be one very, very particular way to play, or I quit playing. It is just not worth it for me after a certain point. It has to be, it's got to be something very, very specific for me to just enjoy this at all. There are only so many formations that I would even bother actually testing out. There are only so many cards, there are only so many ways of playing in-game. I will limit myself a lot in terms of on-game performance. Because at the end of the day, if I'm spamming and I'm forcing things to happen, I'm still like this. I'm not bubbly, I'm not smiling, I'm not like having a great time about it. I'm just, well, I scored some goals and I get offline quicker. So like, if you want me to just blow through my games, that's one thing. Just get it all done with so we can talk about something else. We can do analysis or focus on, I don't know, but I'm really not explaining it well. You're fine. I want to do this, and this doesn't work this year. And to make this work, I've got to do other things. I've got to put the fullbacks on defend, or I've got to put the CDMs on holding, or I've got to have at least one winger on I've got to have one wide mid on winger, and it's like, but no, I want to just be good enough to force my thing to work. It happened again. The hiccup, it got me. The way I want to play is just not the way EA wants you to play this year. Did they say what Classic 10 was going to be? Is Classic 10 a whole new role that they're going to have to like retroactively add to the cards, or is it going to be like Classic 10 is a setting underneath like Playmaker that you can select, or under Shadow Striker? Because right now it's only Shadow Striker attack. There's no like roaming, so good, Barella. Great ball, Steven. Maybe back. Hey, it's working. You think it's new? That's weird. So what, cards that are released up to this point just don't have that option? But Deep Lying Playmaker should just be the same Deep Lying Playmaker that we currently have. Like, that should be a setting, right? Or a thing underneath the current one we've already got. Why do I lose every header, man? I really do need Ta back in the team. Good, Barella. And then I did the wrong thing. That is my fault. Good. Wrong player. Okay. So you don't want Playmaker to make Hamshik go so wide, but it's working well otherwise in this game. No. Okay. Alright, I remember the button command for what I was thinking of earlier. It's R1 triangle for the swerve pass thing. Okay. Yeah, well, we're doing better. See, it just False 9 just really breaks your team so bad. Okay. Kitty. I think it's going to be similar to False 9, but we'll make some off ball. I missed a lot in chat there. We had... Yeah, not enough unique stuff. And it's just that nothing's balanced around it. Like, you have to use a certain depth because it breaks the attacking AI. Not because it's, like, good, but because it's broken. Like, if it's good, it's one thing, but it should just... It should require more skill or something rather than, like there's got to be a downside. A pretty obvious, easy downside, and there just isn't one. Patch notes said 13 new focuses? Excuse me. What do they mean, new focuses? Is that the... Okay. I would kind of have... I would hope Classic 10 is under one of them. Like Shadow Striker Classic 10. Just because it would suck to, like, only promo cards from now could get Classic 10. Talking more about the idea of an inverted winger that starts wide. Yeah, you can do that. It's just, I want the attacking AI sometimes to do it too, not just always with dribbling. You can force it with winger, but then... Like, you saw that last game we just played. Leo Schuler back in the team. Better advanced forward attacking AI. I got the roll plus up top. Team started working. Let's make an Evo. Support is one of the new focuses. Leffy sounds like he's got no idea what its purpose is. Hey, Shizzy. We experimented and it failed, and now we're back to the normal team, and it's doing fine. I mean, if they fix... I don't know. Did they say when that patch is coming out? Because if it quote-unquote fixes False 9 or something, then I'll hold on to Lautaro. But if it's not... If that's not coming out for a while, then I should just sell Martinez again. Chat. Yeah, it's gonna be tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow for PC first. That didn't do what I wanted. What is that, man? Come on. Go ahead, Bowie. Chat. Talk to me, chat, because are we fine now or what? But it's wild that, like, this is the problem. This is the problem, man. This is the problem, man. Now, these games aren't all going to be like this, because I've played some easier opponents here, but difficulty of the opponent aside, it just... I'm really trying to force it there, but... Bro... Come on. That's to the wrong player. Aggressive focus. That's wild. Remind me at halftime, because I've got something I want to get off my chest. Chat. Just fixes the game, man. It just fixes it entirely. Not entirely. It's still a bad video game, but like... It's ridiculous how required this stuff is. Surprised. Wrong player. I'm surprised it showed Bruiser is showing up there, because it was... I didn't think Bruiser just showed up with normal shielding. Oh, not to mention how broke the game is in UK for people, apparently. Here's what I want to say. Why? It's just, they make a game and they give you options. And you think, hey, maybe these things can work. Maybe these options are in here for a reason. Maybe, you know, maybe I'm supposed to use these settings, or I'm supposed to use a combination of them. And I'm not sure what they are, but like it's worth experimenting between them, right? No. There are two things that work in this game. You do what I'm doing, or you do what I'm doing, but it's fullback it's fullback defend on the wingbacks, and it's winger on the wide mids. Why use anything else? Unless you're playing career mode, why use anything else? Because the game, they give you, let's be clear, less options this year than ever before. Despite being like, look at our new tactical system, there are less things you can do with it. And they're like, oh, but we've got options, and it's less options, but even so, you know, you go to EA and they will tell you, look at the things you can do with this game, and you just gotta go, no EA, no EA, you don't get it. There aren't things you can do in this game. There are thing you can do in this game, and even then it's broken sometimes because the opponent just plays high depth offside trap and it just ruins you. Thank you. But there aren't things you can do in this game. There are things you can do in this game, and that just dictates your entire level of fun, man. Like, that's everything we have on offer. Any creativity you want to have on the game is the same as somebody else's creativity. Even now, like, I had to run Hamsik out of the way for the other players to make runs. You see that? Yeah. Good, Barella. Nice. You give us 70 things and it's like, let me try them all out. No. You already know what's going to be good and what isn't. Why bother testing? See, Elshaw's only going to move into that space because I moved Schuler up and away from it. Because you know why my team's working so well? It's because the opponent's using something you're not supposed to. Something that's not good. My team won't be like this next match. Ah, come on, Global. Okay. Dude, El Shaarawy has that jam, man. He's just different. He's just coded different. He's just built different. Who knows why, but he is. Yeah. Nope. He still got it. He's still got it, man. What do you think of Baggio or Zola? Unfortunately, I've never used either card in any FIFA. I've got no comment. I'm sorry. Pros aren't good players as good at exports. That was fun anyway. All of that just to determine that the formation I was using before is the best, except maybe Playmaker Plus is still worth a go. Question is, do I sell Lautaro or do I hold him in case they quote-unquote fix False 9 at all? Unfortunately, this card has to go. I'm not holding on to you. Looks like I won't really make a loss at least. Tactics are there. Lautaro, that's fair. Ball without ball when you look attack setup. Wrong way around. Sure, not sure what you mean by that. Every team is different on defense than it is on offense in real life, but God, I just I don't know. I don't know, man. This still isn't actually the setup I want. Thank you, yeah. No problem. Any meta card will always rise from Monday to Friday. That's fair. So if I sell Ta, which I'm not sure I will, but if I do, the sell time would be Friday for him. Defense flat 4-4-2. A lot of teams in real life defend in a 4-4-2. Everyone's favorite. How's General Fadu doing? Also, Barella's really good. Barella is really, really good. I can tell he's lacking that positioning on offense. So if he got deep lying CDM, it'd be great. But I'll change the shape for attack, but not defense. I need the restroom, chat. I will be right back. Hello. Manager and player objectives have been fixed. That's good. Thank you, EA. So what I've got left is, did Playmaker fix it? Is Playmaker just working better for me right now? And as much as I'd love to use Playmaker roaming, like Playmaker seemed to work better with the false 9 too. You had other problems doing that setup, of course, like the problems you would think it would have, but because I did get more from El Shaarawy and Malin in that game, it seemed. So either I can try the 4-4-1 again, 4-4-1-1 again, and do Playmaker at cam and just see if there's any difference, or I can just keep trying this with like roaming CDMs versus not roaming CDMs. Playmaker drops too deep. I mean, it worked in the game we just played, but... I wish roaming worked better. Here's the thing I've got right now, chat. Here's what's not fun for me. It's one of many things that's not fun for me. We've got to have a good example somewhere. So this is last year's game. If you can't tell from the different looking field and all that, pitch. This is a FC24. Do you see my shape here? Do you see what I'm looking at? Because it's so much less fun for me doing what I am this year. But let's count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I've got 8 players in the opponent's final third. Unless maybe you think Fabinho's not in the final third. Like, but they're... And yes, the opponent's shape is here. So, like, they're incredibly deep. I mean, them being deep allows me to get players forward in a way. Like, and also the more players I get forward, the more it forces them to defend. So, like, there's no counterattack threat. It's not like there's some guy out here waiting to counter. You see this? And this is a 4-3-3. It looks like it's a 4-1-2-1-2 narrow. This is a 4-3-3. This was the false 9 last year. And this is like your default. Was it like my center mids are in the right spot, my CDMs in the right spot, my wingbacks are in the right spots. And they've gotten really narrow, but they're all in the right spots. Like, and as we watch, now Sterling's dropped way off. Modric makes a little run. I bait them out of position a little bit and trying to create some space here. Not quite there. But I want to show that's not a fluke, so as we get forward again. And my center forward Neymar dropped way deep. He's actually deeper than my CDM here. Which you might think is silly. I think is a lot of fun. Man, like not a fluke. You see how many attackers. And now Sterling, if I saw Sterling there, man, I'm surprised I didn't see that. I mean, I've got that pass on pretty obviously. What I do also works though. Like, you don't have... This is the FC25 brain. You have to be aggressive here because when you've got that opening, you take it. Because nothing else is going to be generated for you, that move. But again, to show to you, not a fluke or anything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now keep in mind, this is Frank Ribéry. That's my left wing. So my center forward is about where you'd expect a center forward to be. Kind of. Well, I mean, he's dropped off more than you might think. Musiala, about holding center mid what you think. Jesus Navas has decided to be my left forward. Fabinho, my CDM, is off to left center mid. Sterling's my striker. He's my right wing, so he's cut all the way in here to replace Neymar, and Ribery's gone to replace over there, and Jesus Navas is gone. Okay, well, everyone else has moved out. I'll take that space. You see what I'm talking about? That last game that we just did really well in. In the first half. Because it felt really obvious in the first half. How many attackers did we have in FC24? How many attackers, chat? If you'll remember, it was 8. How many do I have now? 5, maybe 6. My one CDM, Deep Line Playmaker ++ is all the way back here. Which, whatever, like, okay, fine, but I can't do that this year. I can't have my left winger decide to go over here. I can't have my right winger go striker. I can't have my striker go back this way. I can't have so many players getting forward because that just breaks the attacking AI, and then you get countered anyway. At least last year, the counters weren't that bad because you forced them to get more players back on defense. This year, they get more back on defense, and then they just get out. I'll just do some long ball, through ball. Like, you see how bad this shape is? Like, this is not a strong offensive shape. It's not. You don't have a lot of depth between your players. It's a big drop off here. We're so far away. We got one fullback on offense. Remember, like, both my fullbacks were like equal space on the field in that clip we watched, right? No, one fullback here and the other we don't even see on screen. Maybe this shadow we don't even see on screen. Which means I've got this weird, like, midfield shape. Like, in real life, this player would shift over there. So you'd have a replacement here. You'd also have an outlet pass back if you need. So you'd shift over. You'd shift over. You'd shift over. So you'd at least have a more sensible control on that side of the field. Or maybe this one doesn't. Let's say this player holds the width down here or whatever. Then you get a massive, easy... Almost impossible to have this in FC. You can't. You just... It is genuinely is impossible. If you saw that shape during an IRL game, the coach would be fired on the spot. This is high school. This is high school football. What are we looking at? What am I supposed to do with this? Now, there's been some decent, like, and this is that 4-2-3-1 we're talking about. It has the most movement of any formation I've seen this year. Because my right mid, instead of being here, is here. It's okay. It's not the same we had last year where they're, like, replacing all around. It's fine. Hey, my left wing has kind of, like, these two swapped. There's some movement, but it's just not the shit. It's not the same, man. It's not the same. You can't make it the same. It's so frustrating. I can go through, in case you think I'm cherry picking, I can go through my videos last year. What happened to this game? Sounds like a fun clickbaity title. Oh, I've got Mbappe. Why was I using him? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's at least 6 attackers. It's a counter. My CDM and all of them didn't get forward as much. That happens. It was weird. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, this is okay. It's a bad shape. moving so much. Watch Neymar. Back. Forward again. This is on short passing. Watch him move around. I think that's Mateus here. Make around forward. No. Kind of holds it because Neymar's taking that spot. Look at that, man. Look at that. Neymar gets forward because / and or Mateus gets back. They swap each other, dude. You see this? It's an actual rotation. Unrelated, but are you going to be regular on the podcast? Planning on it, yeah. I'm glad people have been enjoying that. I was a little nervous, not gonna lie. I've not actually done a podcast before. Like, oh god, I like to talk a lot. I mean, let me not talk too much. But yeah, all the feedback I've gotten about it so far has been great, and it's genuinely a pleasure working with those two. Bro, okay, how do I not score this with Kylian? But also, can you do this dribble this year, man? I know this is an endgame card. This is 98 Mbappe with Press Boom Plus, but like, you see that close control, dude? And then he doesn't finish, so finishing's still garbage, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. CDM's still deeper. My god, look at the options you've got. How could I not score on a move like this? I've got so many things available here. I'm gonna pass off to the CDM to go here. I've got the through ball, which I try to go. I've got a dribble here. I could switch the play. Mbappe will probably get back on side. He's making his run for it. You see how quickly he realizes, oh, I'm offside, back I go. Ignore that, chat. Don't think about that one. It's not worth it. I missed the dribbling last year so much. I'm not gonna waste more of our time watching last year's gameplay, but Alex should be nervous. Much more Liverpool stuff, and it'll just be Hayes and I. Why can't I mean Hayes? Just be you and I. I guess that'd be how you say it. Careful though. I'll happen next week being the biggest Liverpool fan ever. So you better watch it. Oh, I grew up watching Jamie Carragher. He's my favorite player. He's an inspiration to us all, really. She doesn't have deep lying center mid now. I have to find out. This game chat is only for the purposes. I'm not thinking I'm going back to the 4-4-1-1 basically no matter what happens here. This game is only for the purposes of, does advance forward and playmaker fix the problems I was having with this earlier? Is it a formational problem, or was it the false 9 and the shadow striker? It doesn't have to be a good game. It doesn't have to be a win. I don't have to. It just needs to prove to me that either the formation is able to look somewhat like the 4-2-3-1 is able to, or the existence of the center mids being higher up the field completely changes how the left mid and the right mid act, and it's just it's an entirely different setup. Because we're just testing, I won't get upset with this game. You know what I never thought about? I have a drawing tablet, because I've actually meant to learn to draw at some point. Look how dusty that is. I could use that for my tactical stuff. I could draw on that instead of drawing with a mouse, I guess. Morientes. Now I guess the other caveat with this formation is, does Schuler not having deep lying playmaker plus ruin it? Or is that really important? I feel like we've got better movement already than we had before. Nah. I tried to be fancy. Shouldn't 4-4-1-1 be more offensive? Yes, but more offensive isn't better offensive this year. If you have a lot of attackers, sometimes they'll trip over each other. Sometimes, like, if my center mid gets forward into a space, then my winger won't cut inside, they'll just stay wide. You know what I mean? I kind of feel like that here, because, like, Malin's technically in the right space, but I feel wider than 4-2-3-1. That megged VVD, I got... People are so quick to goalie movement. I have to practice getting my eyes up. What? Bro. Have your 8 in the final third? Again, I would love to. What? Huh? Oh. You just... I'm surprised that went in, but you just went to goalie movement instead of actually defending really early. Good. Bowie. Like, look at Malin now, though. Because Hamsik is here, I think Malin's staying wide. Now he moves inside, but it's only a pretty high up the field distance. Chat, why is Elite Division easier than Div 1, though? Is that just me, or have all of our games recently been just much easier? Good. So Elsha will get forward, but it's because Barella's... And then he just kind of stays there. It's not great. That works. Excuse me. What is that, dude? I was gonna say, how to defend is so good. Well, I don't think I can really answer that on stream. If you got a more specific question, I can try, but I've got a defending tutorial. If you have the time and the inclination, that would be, I think, the right place to start. He stops his run, man. before this guy quits on me. Formation switch. Let's see if we notice anything being different here. Yeah, defending for me is all about like controlling space and limiting the opponent's options. So a lot of it's like recognizing what your opponent can do and what's most dangerous and then defending those first. And you want to whittle their options down so they don't have so many left. Once they don't have many, then you know they're only going to do a small select number of things. That's fair. I wanted to test out his weak foot. You know the opponent only has so many options left, they're going to have to use one of them, and then you predict which one they're going to do and take the ball away. Good hero. Ah, man. Yeah, we swapped formation and immediately had more success, so... So bad at attacking. You saw how bad I was earlier in the stream, right? I had literally nothing going on. And now I'm pretty consistently getting my attacks to work, and that coincided with both, like, all of ranking up, all of my games have been easier and a different formation. So honestly, if you're struggling on offense, the first thing is just a tactics or a formation change. Yep. Good. Interesting behavior from Hamsik there, yeah. Oh, Sandwich, wrong player. He gets bumped or whatever. It's up 100k from when we bought him. He's 250 now? Damn. I don't take final cross mid game, dude. Now what I want to do, chat, is this. Let's see how that breaks my team. Because it's not going to be the same this half. See how inside here El Shaarawy is? Sandway has come over to collect. Obviously now, counter risk is massive every time. But beyond that, the AI just isn't the same. No game. Okay, I mean, if you don't want to defend it, then I'll take it. Anyway. Experiment failed. That's a good name for this tactic, right? Oh, you did question. Oh dear. Yeah. We'll try those another time. I'm testing out something else here. I wonder if I would like advance forward complete on the striker just to maybe generate that little more space up top. I think target forward wide will have to be a test another day. It was an L2 R2 cut inside, yes. And you watch up here, L2 R2. It's a little heavy doing it, but it's because he's coming off of a sprint, so they're always a little heavy. L2 R2 tap. Why not also put the center backs on attack? I could put them on stopper. Maybe that would accomplish something. Who knows? I really should call it soon though. Maybe this will be the last one. It's one heck of a team. And it's a 4-3-3, which means this formation is gonna get destroyed on counterattacks. Good. No, to Barella. How does it even... Damn. Yep. Just take the safer option. Not worth any other risk. And here we go. And then we build our attack all over just to get countered again. She wouldn't turn like she normally does. That was strange. This opponent is so aggressive, man. Rafael Guerrero. He actually doesn't score that. I'm surprised. I thought Travellas were good, chat. Come on. No way, man. Koble. Why'd you change Cam from Shadow Striker to Playmaker? See if it gives the wide mids more space. Instead of always prioritizing the... No, he like lets it run by him. You see where Malin is now? Like, Malin kind of took up the Cam spot. I think when it's Shadow Striker, it always has the Shadow Strikers get like really aggressive forward, but sometimes on Playmaker it lets the wide mids do a little more creativity, I think. Damn it. Good. Yeah, he waits so long to do it. Oh, come on, man. So this is the difference this year, right? Because last year if I played a 4-3-3 and I got so many players forward on offense, excuse me, and I got so many players forward on offense, it would force their players to come back. This year I'm technically attacking against less players, but every time I give the ball away, the counterattacks are so much more lethal than anything that existed last year. Also, this is unacceptable, yeah. Yeah, it's so many opportunities you could have given me that ball back, and you chose none of them. That doesn't make any sense to me. Okay. Brazil, how's your training? I'm not sure what you mean by training. Come on. I feel like I'm there. That shouldn't be getting through. I can't say I do anything for training. I used to do some of the skill games in the practice arena, but it's been a while since I have. It's not a bad place to just kind of test things out sometimes, but this opponent is no fun. This opponent's no fun, man. Okay, chat, I know. I'm proving that this game sucks. Because it shouldn't be coded where I get this many players forward and the attacking AI is still this bad. You should not be rewarded for attacking with 3 players. You know how many players the opponent is attacking with? 3. You know how many I'm attacking with? Like 8 of them. This is not an acceptable way to code a video game. You should not be rewarded for the more defensive thing. Last year, if I was doing this, I would be destroying this guy. I'm just making a point. But no, I'm the one who's offside, despite using whatever. Like, not only am I damaging myself defensively, but I'm also making my attack worse because I have more attackers. You know what I mean? What? He shouldn't only need 3. The game should be different. I hate that it's this way. I want to force this to work. It doesn't. I can't, but I want to because it's just infuriating that I would be more successful if I had less attackers. I don't care if it works better. It's not how it should be. And I'm just proving the point here. Because again, last year, if I had this many players getting forward on offense, it forced their attackers to come back on defense. So there's a balance to it. It's not who I meant that to pass to. Interesting. This year, there's no balance to it. Come on, Schuler. This opponent's also really bad, so if they were any better, I'd be being destroyed even more than I am right now. Where are all my runs, man? Finally. Good. Ref, come on. Oh my god. Bro. Wow. Oh, she's offside. Hiccups from 3 hours. So, Patty, question. If this were a real game, what would be happening? And we might have different answers on this, and that's fine, but I'm curious what you think. Take so many screenshots here and see how bad for both of us, or like, because their team's really bad too, because they start so wide, so they could be so much more effective. Like, obviously they are effective, but they could be so much more so. But also my attacking AI has no understanding what to do with each other either. I meant for that to go to Rafa. That was frustrating. Don't punish me for defending the ball game. PVD first time pass. Uh-huh. Bro. Good. All right. Not gonna have the pace here. Oh. That's offside, so that's really poor from the opponent. Chat, when that game started, you think that was going to end 4-4? You think I would have been able to come back, or you had no faith in me? I had faith because that guy was really bad. But yeah, I'm curious what you think. Again, if that was a real game, something you'd actually watch on TV, 2 Premier League teams, let's say, what do you think would have happened? Because one of the teams has to switch. Either one of them starts defending in a back 3 or starts defending in a back 4. If the other team's counterattack threat is just too powerful, if it's like Real Madrid, maybe I don't want to get so many players forward. Maybe I do have to leave something back. I mean, it's not like Vinny and Mbappe are coming back to press or be on defense anyway. But if the opposing team doesn't have that much of a threat, and if the counterattacking team doesn't have that much of a threat, then the attacking team is just going to go, well, I can get more players forward here, and then the other team's going to have to go, they're getting too many bodies forward, we're going to have to send somebody back. There's just no way they keep both fullbacks pushed in, or pushed on. For me, there's no way the opposing team has 3 players that, like, here's what I mean. It's 4-3-3, so one team. Have you ever seen a team defend in this shape? Does this ever happen on defense? This maybe. But this doesn't happen. And there's got to be a reason why that doesn't happen, right? Teams don't defend like that because you have 3 players forward. You're defending with 7 players. What happened? Why can I see the background now? How many teams in real life defend with a back 7? It's at 1 striker behind the 2 center backs, and the wingers would sit behind. Right, so they would... So you're saying instead of like this, they'd be more like... Probably that. And that's fine. Because if they're that deep, for Ultimate Team, it allows me enough time to get some of my players back. But also, there's such a little difference for benefit of them from being there versus being here. Like here... Like, if they're in that much space here and they counter, it's the same difference, really, in the end, let's be honest. If you get a whole head of steam, nobody's catching you anyway. But this also means they can get to any loose balls or anything. You know, if it was something like that, that's fine. It's absolutely fine. I don't care. I get what you mean, that if I'm playing a 4-3-3, it's unreasonable for me to expect that one tactic works for everything. It has in the past, because the coding would have been different. It would have forced the opponent to defend in a 4-4-2, even if they weren't trying to. It would have forced them to, no matter what. But yeah, they double up with the fullback, yeah. So, like, it's okay if EA wants to change the coding on that. I wish it was the other way, because I had more fun the other way. If EA wants to make you defend in a more reasonable 4-3-3 shape rather than sometimes forcing you back in a 4-4-2, even if you don't want to, if they're like, give that control back to the player, let them decide, or whatever. Or if they're like, we don't want 4-3-3s to ever defend in 4-4-2s at all. I mean, like, whatever. Who cares either way? Game kind of broke here. I'm just saying, I'll accept being countered. What sucks is that there was such little attacking benefit for me. Because I'm attacking with 8 players. They're only defending with 7. There's gotta be some advantage for me somewhere. And there was... but with the disadvantage of my players tripping over their own feet. Tripping over their own teammates' feet. So, just like... I would have done better just attacking with 4 rather than attacking with 8. My controller just not connected? That was weird. I am more than willing to accept downsides for the way I play. Everything should have downsides. Everything should have downsides. One of the problems with FIFA is if you play a 4-4-2 with your fullbacks on defending and your wingers on wide wing or whatever, and your strikers on advanced, like, if that's how you play, and you have really high depth, you've got that 95, 100 depth, there are so few or no downsides, which is garbage. Like, the downside, like, it should be really easy to play like that, but it should also be, because it's so simple, it should be really easy to play against. So, like, yeah, you're talking about simplicity. The simplicity of, like, a 4-4-2, there should be such a big downside to it. The problem is there's just not that much of one. I'm okay with my really, really attacking playstyle having that counterattack downside, having that stamina downside, having whatever. I'm okay with the simplicity problem, too, of I've got to play a lot more creatively because, like, I'm really crowding all of... I'm okay with some crowding problems. I am. It's just the idea that none of them can make runs off of each other. We've talked this to death. You know what I... Yeah. You don't... Yeah. We're on the same page, and it's all just... Like, if this was pro clubs... If there were 11 of me's against 11 of the opponents, you know, manually controlling everybody, it would look entirely different. And you start recognizing, like, oh, I might actually lose the ball in this situation. Like, this is a dangerous one. Some of those pro clubs players might start running back. Just go. Because that's what I do in Rush. It's like, I'll get forward, but if we're going to lose the ball here and it's going to give an immediate counter to the opponent, you know what? I'm going to sacrifice a player on offense. Maybe that makes us more likely to lose the ball, but hey, I'm covering the immediate counterattacking threat. And I'm not saying players have to. Again, there should be a downside. It's not like they should perfectly go, oh, this is where we're going to lose the ball. Let's start running back. It's just... Yeah, what a system. Can I really not find a game? How's Hamshik? Hamshik is... I never get the space to do power shots. His power shots are phenomenal, and I just never get to try him. I do one like every 3 matches with him. I do more with my striker, who gets into more open space. He's heavy, but he's strong, so there's an upside and a downside to that. Press proven minus is very necessary for him, because otherwise his body type's not great. He's able to dribble if you start your dribble in open space. You can like kind of get him going into one, and then he's pretty good with some skill moves. He's okay with some of the dribbling, but if you're like kind of slower with him and you need to do some shift side to side, he's pretty bad at that. He's just heavier. It's what you'd expect from a heavier player. Otherwise, well-rounded, but nothing stand out other than power shots, which again I never get to do. 5-star weak foot's great. Shooting really strong. Like dribbling good, not great. Passing good, not great. Pace good, not great. Like solidly A tier in a lot of categories, and because he's A tier, well-rounded, you might think that bumps him up to like S tier, and for me it's like I would prefer him to be worse at some things and be really, really, really good at something else, like dribbling, which is what I normally go for. This game, notice how bad the structure of your players is in the final third. It's really a single triangle where the first man can pull a center back out and the third man can run behind. What are the 13 new rules? I don't think they've disclosed that. I think they're hiding it. Can I really not find a video game in the video game that I paid for where I would like video game things to happen on my video game screen? There we go. Not that. It's the one time Guerrero got him behind. Yeah, whatever. Hey, it's another 4-3-3. Well, that's just great. I was hoping to play literally anything else, but okay. You know, I think part of why the attacking AI was so broken, though, might have been cam roaming, because I think that's really detrimental. I just wanted to try it. We'll see this one on cam balanced. Wait, this is somebody I already played today. Excuse me. Still got the hiccups. Wrong player. I get lucky. That's a shame. Good. It's told Stanway to run, not Mullen. He's only allowed to do one or the other. Like, that was close to really nice, and now you're just punished, but... Oh, wow. And no block animation. Most fundamental attacking pattern in football. Every team does it, but it's non-existent. It's like EA don't even... No. it's offside now. Like, EA, watch one tactical analysis video. Or one... You ever get those videos pop up that are just, what, like... 3 basic fundamental, like, attacking pattern runs you need to learn if you're, like, a young semi-pro. Like, EA just needs to watch literally one of those. I just mean one. You get, like, a new attacking pattern idea. See, the ball should have been mine in that build-up, though, because I made a defensive play and it just killed the ball dead instead of coming back to me. Why is that through ball so bad? And then he dribbles it phenomenally. I'm so confused. Really didn't expect to play only 4-3-3s. When testing this out. It's not where I meant that to go. But alright. Oh, the game really blocks that for you. Good hero, good. I just really wanted to selfishly try out Barella because I'm not going to get him in the box very often. Good. And God, I read that well. Oh. Lucky. You see how much better I am playing like this? I've put off trying this like all year because I did it in my 4-3-3 holding and, well, you can imagine how defensively, you know, unstable that was, but it's because it keeps the opponent just wider. It really does, because they have to be wide enough to still guard the one fullback on the other side. Yeah, and then that happens. Yeah, it's advanced forward and playmaker, yep. It should have canceled that pass sooner, or performed it sooner. Good, Rafa. That's what you get for an incisive pass center back. Yeah, that's lucky. Have a quick look at that link after the game. I don't see a link, unless you send it on Discord, but I don't see one. What changed is just the fullbacks right now. And the CDMs. So CDMs, deep line, playmaker, roaming on both. Fullbacks, attacking, wingback. So here's the question. Because I'm getting higher up the field, I should probably do a higher defensive line just to keep everyone closer by default. I'm also tempted to try stopper. I just want to see what happens. Put in the Discord, okay. Everyone says stopper is awful, but again, I don't have to win these games. It's just for test. If the backline is higher, we might be more connected as we get countered. Might also make us a little more congested in build-up, just for how this game works, but yeah, that is fair. I shouldn't trust the first time passes, but that's lucky. Game, man, come on. So shouldn't be trying the first time passes. What a block, man. Oh my god. Okay. Come on, Rafa. That's lucky. That's mine again. How can I not play that? That's such an easy pass. Ah, come on. Wrong player again, game. Stopper drinks stamina. Well, whatever it wasn't helping, so. While playing defender, I think, is just when you're building up, they will step a little bit further forward to be a little more of a passing option. I'm sorry, did Saliba's weak foot just hit the woodwork on a volley against me? God, really? Okay. It's lucky. Okay. Very, 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 very lucky. But I'm having so much fun. Well, it's not fun, but like... I wonder if this would I wonder if this would somehow make, what's it called? False 9 work better. You see where my forwards are getting into? Man. Because it's Boeing making the run, and then Malin will just sit deeper here, and then I'll make a better run later because of it. See what I mean? Like, he's just gonna get the ball to him, obviously, but he was just there in the box where Schuler should be. Oh, Nicola? No. Oh, he was heavier there than I think he normally is. Hey, I beat a 4-3-3, chat. I beat a 4-3-3 with my wingbacks not being defenders. I was gonna say with my wingbacks being Trent, but he doesn't bomb up the field like that. I have to know. I have to know because I'm going to guess he will move wide less because the fullbacks are already in those positions. Now, I don't think he's going to be in the box enough, and I think there's still too much of a benefit of Schuler like taking up good spaces otherwise, but I don't know, because I don't know. Because Schuler wasn't normally the most furthest forward one there, you know what I mean? I didn't fix roaming on the cam. Yeah, this is exactly what I mean. When I talk about players making runs off of each other, the video you sent is exactly what I mean. It's prioritizing the keyboard input. Sorry, I think it's gonna mess with me. Yeah, if there were anything like that, yeah. feel like I talk about that all the time. Runs being made off of the other run. What a concept. Shouldn't be that hard. It's pointing to have absurd amount of pace and explosive to have the speed burst. I don't do the speed burst. If you're talking about the L1 sprint thing, I don't think I've done that once this year. I just don't care. So I have no idea. Most people think Quickstep, the playstyle, is the best for it, but I would assume Rapid is the best for it. Quickstep doesn't seem that useful to me anyway. This year. It doesn't always want to actually happen. But I mean, pace, I think any player can do it, but you want to do it obviously with your 90 pace players, and I don't know if it matters if they're explosive or not. Wow, I'm nowhere near my circle. Pardon me, chat. God, it's just more fun. I know I'm gonna get destroyed defensively, but it's just... It's so much more fun having... I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, almost 8. So, like, we're closer. I wonder if this would work with, like, a 4-1-4-1. If I could force that into being my 4-3-3, the ideal setup, but just have... Because I haven't tried attacking wingback on that 4-1-4-1. I don't think so. I think it's going to have the same problem I had with the 4-4-1-1. Which is a shame. I would like to just find games. But I can't. I think we're just gonna have to call it. It's been a fun one. It started out frustrating because I changed everything that worked for me and I hoped it would accomplish anything and it didn't. But... Excuse me. The hiccups are still here, man. It's been a good stream. Stream for 3 hours 45 minutes. Lost a subscriber. Things are great. Before calling it. Not sustainable. It's fun, and if there are teams I can use this against, maybe I should try. But the problem is the 4-3-3 is so easy to attack against that it's not a good example. And then I just get countered every time. So, like, a better opponent would have scored more of those counters because the counters are so open that it's kind of wild that the opponent failed to score so many 3v2s. It just kind of kept crossing right into me and stuff, so. If I play an actually good player, I'm cooked, I think, but based on the opponent I'm coming up against, maybe if they're like a 4-4-2, there's not going to be the same counter threat necessarily. Maybe I can get away with trying it. This might be a solution to all of those games I complain about where, you know, I can't accomplish anything. It's worth exploring, but very aggressive and fun. It's unique. It's mine. It's more fun playing because it's more my style. It's more, I don't know. Just feel better going for it. But anyway, it's we'll experiment with it more again. I want to try. I feel like when I do my because normally just kind of attacks like this. Wow, the circles are so bad. I'll just do. Because that's my normal setup. And when you use false 9 on this guy, I like the false 9 instruction puts them out here a lot. And false 9 plus plus does it even more. But I wonder if instead of being here, if the fullbacks are here, then this guy might not do the false 9 out this way as much because somebody else is already there. So like maybe it'll just keep them more this way as it's supposed to. So that's why I'm thinking about trying false 9 again, just for that. If that makes sense. But yeah, the interesting thing was like it would prioritize the fullbacks making the run. So my fullbacks would get way up the field. And then my wide mids would be here. Instead of my wide mids being like here, they would start a lot deeper. So they'd end up here, which was so much easier in build up. Because instead of like the wing backs are here, which is a little harder, the wide mids being here is perfect space. So like you get your counterattack opportunity with this, and then you just have people in perfect space here to build up with, and then they'd make the deep runs from there. I don't know if that's because I was against the 4-3-3. Because it's a little more defensively poor. Like, look at Elshot here. So again, normally, like, you think you'd want to, like, and he'd probably be like here. But I guess because Guerrero's making the run, he just, which doesn't make any sense. They can both move, but it's like, this guy will do it, so this guy doesn't have to. He'll sit here. And then watch him build up. Like he's sitting there, Mauling here. Elshot back this way. This is such good space here. Because now I'm actually building up with my wide mids. He's got a threatening run. I can't do anything. Where's El Shaarawy? Back here. Or is he going to make a run? It's on the outside, unfortunately. Or does that open up here? If that's a better pass or anything, that's... You see what I mean? Like, I think sometimes in the 4-2-3-1, like, Elshot would make more of a run a little bit out wide, or he'd just kind of be up here, which is a little harder to pass. Because he's here, I mean, if he makes that run here, it's perfect. He does it on the outside. But then it still pulls them out, which gave me space. The other, whatever. Yeah, that's only possible because the left back. Exactly. So if I... Where's Mullen here? Can I get the ball here to Mullen? I can now. Because it took me some time to build up around that way. Where do I want Mullen? Here, man. Dude, you see this gap, dude? No, this gap is partially here. Because A, the defender doesn't have to defend it. So it's fine to leave that space because nobody's getting in there. And this player has to be a little wider because he's out wide. So if Mullen was here, this gap would be closed already. But because Mullen's here, he should be making this run and trying to get into it. A clever AI system would do that because it would accomplish the same thing. It forces this defender to defend wide, and you'll mark that run. And now all of a sudden, instead of this space, it's like this space, which means Mullen can go, ooh, you know, like that way. Instead, what does Mullen actually do? He does it, but so strangely. Like, what? You don't, this is wasted movement. You don't need to curve into me. And then he slows down. And now he goes. And where's El Shaddai? He's here. But where's my defending? Where's my opponent's line? Now they're a little out of shape, but they're this wide. So keep in mind, the opponent's shape is here and here. So we're looking just inside the D on one side, and then like halfway behind the edge of the D and the edge of the box. So this is how wide the opponent's defense is, which means when I'm this narrow, there's nothing I can do about it. I can't get through here. I can't do anything because they're too close. And these runs don't make any sense to get through it. If Bowie stretches them out wide, if Rafa stretches them out wide, watch what happens. That's exactly what I mean, man. Perfect example. Where was the opponent's defense last time? Here. Let's do that in blue. The opponent's defense was here and here. You know why that's so hard to attack? Because this is a gap. Let's say like, what do you think that is? That's like 10 yards? What is the opponent's shape here? Well, we're looking here, which is about exactly the same. And instead of here, we're looking out here. So this is all of a sudden a gap of... You're missing maybe a yard out here, and then you're gaining, what, you want to say 14, 13 yards? That bigger number makes a difference. It was exactly the same play as earlier. You see what I mean? Even here, a little bit wider, as opposed to like there and there. What happened if your strikers didn't advance forward? So strangely enough, they were still supporting pretty well. You see here, Schuler lingers a little bit, and then she'll make her run from deep. So she was actually like a couple times on offense. Now she kind of forces, she makes a gap somewhere else, right? Because her run means Saliba has to guard that. Where does that open up space? Hamsik here. You know, why is Hamsik open? Because of the advance forward instruction. Opponent has to guard that. This center back steps out to guard the massive open space in the center, because otherwise, if the center back stays here, Mullen just gets through here. I just sprint, I just Trivella. So this one has to step a little over. Where does that open up? Hamsik. So that's the idea behind the advance forward, is if your opponent's You got to think about it like this. Advance forward is not just for this, right? It's not just for that. It's also for fake run, pull this player out a little bit, let this player run through. Now, does that happen? Not a lot, because it's FIFA and they programmed this really bad this year. But the existence of this player here means this one has to defend it. You know what that's exactly like? The fullbacks. The existence of this player out here means this player has to be a little bit wider just in case. And again, that's exactly what we're talking about. Instead of that 10-yard line we had, it's 14. It's a little bit bigger. And they'll stretch the opponent a little. So like you get this player blocks this one, and then this player makes a fake run. You drag that space out. All of a sudden, big gap for somebody else. As opposed to when I'm just attacking with 4. When I'm in like this shape, right? How is this shape, how is this diamond ever going to get through this? Assuming this player's not here. This one's here. All of a sudden. Oh. Now guess what? Or this run gets made, this run blocks it, this one gets through here. Or this one gets made, this one steps over here, this one gets made. Or this one steps over. Guess who's open? The other fullback. So the idea behind this is just looking at their back line, assuming that some runs are being made that are not being picked up by the opponent's CDMs. And we're looking at this. All right. Got my core connection here, and then 2 more. There's 6 players. 6 players that sometimes, not every time, but sometimes 4 defenders have to defend. There's got to be a gap created somewhere. And again, even if they do this, well, guess what's open? That. Something like that, right? So they can't do this, right? There has to be some, they're trying to guard the most dangerous thing more than the least dangerous thing. So they'll give you this a little bit, but they still need some ability to step out to it. And if you get the ball like this and you fake it, you're like, I'm really going to make this pass, and maybe get them to use or control this player all the way out here. Well, now you know, so there's a ton of benefits to it. Again, it's bad attacking, yeah, so it's not perfect, but like there's a bunch of good things and reasons to do it and stuff. But also, you get counter-attacked. You can try one attacking wingback, 1 fullback defends. That's exactly what people did last year. You played last year, right? It's the same as the 4-3-2-1, 1 fullback. Like that's part of why that was so effective. I won't do it, but you're free to try. Again, I'm just stubborn and I want my thing to work. Anyway, good night, everybody.